Number 6, given the quadratic function f of x equals x minus 1 squared minus 4, part A says state the location of the vertex, part B says determine the x-intercepts, and part C says sketch a graph of the function. So the nice thing about having a quadratic equation in vertex form, and we went over this briefly in one of our lessons. I can't remember which one it is, but when you have an equation that's in vertex form, you can pull your vertex from the equation. So what numbers do we use specifically? We use the opposite of this. So if this is -1, then we use +1. Okay, that is the x coordinate of my vertex. The y coordinate is this number, -4. So what is my vertex? It is 1, -4. So that means that if I were to draw a sketch of my parabola, let's scale this really quickly. My vertex would be at -1, 4. Sorry, I said that wrong. 1, -4. 1, -4. So here. All right, now we're being asked to find the x-intercepts. Once we have those, we can add that to the sketch of our graph. The way that we do this is, remember, you need to have your equation set equal to 0. So take your original equation, and then all that you're going to do is just set it equal to 0. And I don't know if you're like me, but I like to have 0 on the right side of the equal sign, so not to be picky, but let me just rewrite it like this. Okay, same deal. But now what we're going to do is solve for x. So we're going to add 4 to both sides. And then we have x minus 1 squared is equal to 4. And then now to undo that exponent, that 2, to undo the squared, we're going to take the square root of both sides, because this cancels with that. And now we're left with x minus 1 on the left side, and on the right side, when you take the square root of 4, you get +2, but you can also have -2, so we write that plus minus, because +2 squared is 4, but also -2 squared is equal to 4. Finally, add 1 to both sides. I'm going to keep that going down here. Add 1 to both sides, and you get x is equal to +1 plus or minus 2. So when you separate this, you get x equals 1 plus 2, and x equals 1 minus 2. So 3 and -1 are your x-intercepts. So that would be at 3, 0 and at -1, 0. And if we were to plot those, they would be here. Okay, 3, 0 would be here. -1, 0 would be there. And now we have 3 points that we can draw a parabola through, because we're only being asked to sketch. We're not drawing a perfect graph, it's just a sketch. And so draw a parabola through those points. Oops, it's a little crooked. Okay, and there we go. That's it.